Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Hazel and Mia Podcast. We're so happy to be back to see you all. Hello, Hazel. You're looking lovely.
Well, hello, Mia. The winter woolies have come out.
Now, that one isn't as big as the one last week.
Well, there's still time. We got a lot of podcasts.
You got a lot to go through.
Now and the end of winter. I have.
I think I have to stock up, but that's only because I haven't pulled out my winter stash yet. But you always have to start fresh, right? For each season.
Well, of course you do. Things go out to date. Patterns change.
I honestly love going to the Humana store here. It's like in the States, it's called Goodwill. But I find some really unique things there. And I always love a bargain, especially now.
If you like a bargain, have a look if you can use the Vinted app over there.
Oh, I've heard about that.
That's where all my stuff comes from now.
Okay. All right. Something to add to my list. Love it.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get into our topic. Our topic today is going to be navigating uncertain times because everybody is going through a lot of different things.
Yes. Yeah.
And it is extremely hard to calm down and focus on what you need to do next.
Yeah.
I can relate to that situation. And with so many things coming at you at one time, it's almost, you almost feel like you're not going to be able to get through it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And so, go ahead.
I think people are feeling under so much pressure from all aspects. Bills are going up all the time.
Yes.
People are falling behind on their bills.
Mm-hmm.
They're falling behind on rent, mortgages.
Yeah.
Because they've got to feed their families. And I understand that totally.
And that's the first thing that's on people's minds. Right now, you're hearing so much about inflation, people losing their jobs.
Yeah.
Rent going up, like you said, and they're being kicked out of their homes. And the first thing on our minds is, how am I going to take care of my family?
Yeah.
What things am I going to be able to do to get through these things?
Yeah.
And I have to say that while this is the first time that we are probably going through these situations, it's occurred many times in history.
Yeah. Yeah. I went through the similar thing when I was about 10 years old. Wow. When the politicians all changed and Margaret Thatcher came into force. And she closed all the working pits in Wales.
Wow.
Well, it was little villages that miners kept going, basically. So what people are going through now is worrying, and I understand that because I went through it myself with my family.
You know, it was literally the communities, the small communities that pulled together.
Yes.
And helped my generation and your generation feel like everything was going to be okay. What we didn't have back then was the 24/7 news cycle.
No.
And go ahead.
The thing, that is the worst thing that you can do, is watch the news, because, guys, the news is there to scare us. It's all
Yes.
about scaremongering, and that's
Yes.
what you remember of. And one important thing, I know a lot of you parents are thinking you're failing. You're not.
Right.
Please believe me, you're not. Remember the old saying, it takes a village to bring a child up.
And you have to find your community. Your community are those people who think like you do, those people who can put ideas together and help everyone move forward. Your community is not the people on the news who are making up these stories, because you have to recognize they are paid actors.
Yeah.
They are reading from a script. They're doing all of the things that they need to do to earn their paycheck without thinking about the listeners.
Yeah. And the damage is done to us, the little people. I call us little people because they're up there. They don't have money worries. They carry on their lives taking massive pays. Whereas the little people like us, we are the ones which are struggling. And guys, I'm going to say it. I've been there myself. I have been there myself. I've been homeless in the past with 2 little children. But you know what? You get through it so well, and you understand what safety blankets you then need to put in place for the future.
Absolutely.
So that you're prepared for if it happens again.
You know, I talk to my family often to find out, hey, what are you going through?
Yeah.
What do you need help with? And most of the time, they just need someone to listen to their experience.
Yeah.
And sharing your experience will help you tremendously, because other people have ideas that will help.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't be afraid to say, oh my God, what am I going to do next? Can you think of something that I can do next? You lost your job and you've applied to many other companies, and many people are in that boat right now.
Yeah.
Where there's just nothing that is available.
Yeah.
But don't lose hope, because when you focus on, oh, I've been turned down, and I understand that lowers your self-esteem.
Yeah.
It really makes you feel like you're not worthy of a job. And that is far from the truth.
Let me explain, guys. For one job that's advertised, you're going to have hundreds of people applying for that job.
Absolutely. Especially now.
Yeah, so don't be disheartened if nobody gets back to you, if you don't get the job. If you didn't get the job, it's for a reason.
That's true. And maybe that reason is that you're supposed to be doing something on your own. You're not supposed to get back into that cycle. I think that this is true for many people who have been on that cycle where they get up at 6 o'clock in the morning and drive an hour to work and put in 8, 9, 10 hours a day and are never recognized for it. And oftentimes you're actually criticized for not doing more.
Yeah. But can I point something out? And I think this is something that's valuable. So you're traveling an hour to work every day. Now, guys, just listen to me, hear me out. So you're traveling 2 hours a day. Over a week, that's 10 hours that you're traveling. So you're doing 10 hours work before you even start the month. Think about, and this may not seem logical when I'm saying it now, you take a lower paid job closer to home. You haven't got those 10 hours traveling. You haven't got to pay for travel. You don't have to commute. You're more in control of what you do. So yeah, that job, 2 hours traveling a day may look better, but look at the figures. So many of us in the past have taken the better paying job, but you forget about the fuel, you forget about train tickets if you train it, you forget about what happens if there's train strikes. So don't just limit yourself to one profession. Most professions can be used in other ways as well.
Absolutely. And you're also forgetting about when you have a job, you have to dress a certain way
Yeah,
going
yeah,
into that job, and those clothes cost money unless you do the things like I do. I go to Humanity. I need a white blouse. Do you know how many white blouses
yeah.
they have on sale for $1, $2?
And most of these places, if you go in and say, I've got a job interview, but I'm really low on cash at the moment, can you help me out? Most of them will, because it's about showing you that they want to help you move forward as well.
Absolutely. And you know what? The thing that I have seen happen time and time again is so many people are in the same boat
Yeah,
that they're willing to help you out. They
yeah,
find out you got a job interview. Okay, I have a perfect outfit for you.
yeah,
You need money to get on the train. Okay, I've got a couple of dollars. I'll help you out.
yeah,
I may need that in return later on, but right
yeah,
now I can spare it. I'll help you out. Like I said, it's the community coming together to
yeah,
wanting to see you succeed. And if there is somebody in that community who doesn't want you to succeed, you know that they're not a part of your community.
yeah.
Too often, we don't pay attention to our intuition.
No, no. If you see the old man whose grass needs cutting, even though he got nothing to give you, just go knock the door and say, do you want me to cut your grass? Because you're paying it forward. Guys,
Right.
remember, karma is a wonderful thing. And if the universe can see you doing things for others, the universe will always bring good your way.
You know, I had someone say to me that they ask the universe to make it hard for them so that they will learn their lesson. And I said, okay, have you learned your lesson? If you've learned that lesson, then you can ask the universe, okay, make it easier for me now because I learned that lesson. But if you haven't said, I want things to be easier for me, then that says to the universe, you haven't learned your lesson.
Yeah, yeah,
And so they're going to continue to make things hard for you. They're going to continue to put people in your way to block you from getting the things that you need. Right now, I know that the situations around the world with the wars or your family members who are uh, politically polarizing
yeah,
situations, it's difficult. Okay. You don't want to see countries at war because that means your friends, your neighbors can go to fight
yeah,
for something that they might not 100% believe in. They
yeah,
might not 100% understand the reason for these things happening in the world, but to be able to support their family, they'll go along with the situation.
yeah, yeah,
And some of us can't do that. Some of us can't give up on our values to go along with the situation. We have to stick by the things that have made us who we are.
yeah. We are individuals, and that's what you all need to remember. We are unique in our own way. We are
Yes.
unique in our beliefs and the way we do things, and nobody should be made to change that.
That's absolutely true, because what happens is it takes the mental toll on you,
Yeah, yeah,
and you begin to isolate yourself. You begin to think there's something wrong with me,
yeah,
and you start to lose your confidence,
yeah.
and you are so focused on fear that you can't think of creative things that you can do to actually help your family earn money. Like Hazel said, going out and mowing somebody's lawn, that not only helps the person that you're mowing their lawn for them and the karma, but it also does so much for you, because literally you're outside, you're
Yeah.
communing with nature, you're taking some time to focus away from the things that have caused you so much stress.
And how do you know that person's lawn you're cutting isn't a baker? They could even come out and give you something that they've made, which means more than payment.
There you go. And you can take a nice cake home to your family to feed the family. And I will tell you that children do not know anything other than what their parents show them.
Yeah,
So if you are stressed out and so focused on um, the fears that you have, that is what you will push on
one.
your children.
Yeah, yeah. It's about having a focus on your family,
Yes.
doing then as a family. And I know that sounds strange when you've got a million things going on in your head, but you know what? Being out in nature grounds you more than anything else.
Mhm.
And that's the
It,
thing to remember.
and I will tell you that this week has been raining and cold,
Yeah,
and I haven't wanted to go outside, but literally going outside and getting some fresh air has helped me, rather than looking out the window and seeing the gray day.
yeah.
I don't feel the air. I don't feel the energy from the wind blowing against my face.
Yeah,
I can always warm up. I'm fortunate that I can always warm up and get a shawl or a coat and put
yeah.
it on. But standing outside and feeling the changes in the world is much better than standing inside and feeling gray and down and gloomy.
Who likes standing there in the rain? Or am I just weird? Because I find that so refreshing.
Well, you are weird, Hazel.
Oh, oh,
Uh, I, I don't know if I like the thunder. I guess I like the lightning
yeah,
less than the
yeah,
thunder. Um, it always, I have to change that, because it does excite me in a way, because one of my favorite things to do is to watch scary movies.
yeah,
And when there's lightning and thunder, it brings back some of those movies that I have always enjoyed to watch.
yeah,
I remember the movie The Poltergeist,
yeah.
where the little girl was in her room and it was thundering and lightning, and her mother told her how she could know when the storm was moving on.
Count between the thunder and the lightning.
Exactly.
And when we were kids, every time we heard a big clap of thunder, and I still say it to this day, it's okay, kids. God is moving his furniture around upstairs. But when you think about it now, at the time you were like, oh, okay. But when you think about it now, you can't help but laugh because it's so unlogical.
Exactly. Exactly.
But
It's like when they would say the angels are crying so that the flowers will grow.
yeah, yeah,
Look at the beautiful sentiments behind those things.
yeah,
And how helpful is it to children to believe that God's moving his furniture around and he's making so much noise? How long is it going to take him to finish?
yeah, yeah. And that's the thing. That's where everything in life you can make exciting.
You can. I think I heard someone say today that when they get their families involved in their situations that they're going through right now, it's not so stressful, so
Yeah,
drastic, because
yeah,
they have each other.
yeah,
And children have this incredible ability to look at things in such a creative way. And they have no filter, so they just come out and tell you
yeah,
exactly what they think.
yeah, yeah,
And you look at that, and if it can bring you any joy whatsoever, that's a moment in the chaos where everything is smoother.
yeah. And that's so true. It really is. Because, guys, I want you to remember this: life is what you make it.
Yes.
Your kids will remember walking round the woods, kicking a ball about, playing spelling games, playing hide and seek.
And they will always remember when the parents did it with them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And hide and seek and things like that. It's also a way of making learning fun.
Yes. And it's also a way to take your mind
Yeah,
away from the things that are going on in the world.
yeah,
And that's what you ultimately need, because literally the stress can cause you so much health issues
yeah,
that you really want to avoid. And laughing is an incredible medicine.
yeah. I swear by laughing. I swear by laughing. And like the humour I've got now, guys, is the same humour when I'm reading, as Mia will tell you. I've often said to clients, tell him give his head a wobble. You give your head a wobble. But that's exactly what I'd say to somebody out in the street. So do you know what? You saying just something slightly sarky, that will make somebody laugh. And you've made their day by making them laugh. And that's the
That
thing.
is absolutely. So, something that is very important for you to remember is that you have to take yourself out of this 24/7
Yeah,
news cycle.
yeah,
You have to find ways to uplift yourself.
yeah, yeah,
We're here to give you suggestions, to talk with you, to help your path a little bit lighter along the way, but it is you who
yeah.
must take the steps.
Because we can't come and hold your hands and say, come on, we're going for a walk.
No, we can't do that all the time. Sometimes we might be able to do that, but I can't guarantee it.
But we can give you the tools to make it happen. And that's what you've got to remember. You have your own free will to make this happen.
Absolutely. And I I swear by asking your spirit guides, your guardian angels to help you along the path. Hey, I need help. I want this to happen. Can you make this happen?
Yeah, yeah,
And you have to pay attention to the signs they're sending you because they're listening.
yeah, without a doubt.
And the last thing they want is for you to suffer.
Yeah. Yeah.
So stop asking for things to be hard in life.
Yeah. Yeah.
And turn away from those people who are trying to guide you down their path.
It's your life path. Your uniqueness is making your life path. Yes. And that's what you need to remember.
And if you can, focus on the moments in your life that you were the happiest.
Yeah.
What were you doing? Who were you with?
Yeah.
Okay. So I hope you have enjoyed the podcast today. And please give us a like and subscribe to the account. And leave us a comment or ask a question. We'd love getting questions from you.
And next week I'll have a different jumper on, guys.
So stay tuned for the Hazel Fashion Show. We hope you've at least laughed once in this presentation.
Yeah.
So goodbye, everybody. Have a great weekend. And don't forget to smile and laugh.